Good morning. Oh, mic's not on? Is it on now? Oh, it's on now? All right. No, it's not working? Oh, wait. Okay. While we're waiting, if you please use your cell phone or turn it on airplane mode, you just appreciate that.
Sorry, they used this
for a wedding yesterday.
Things aren't connected.
Yeah, we had to put quite a few things back together up here. Okay. Good morning. Nothing? Okay. All right. While we're waiting, there aren't any announcements from the pulpit, but they are on the back of your order of service. I'm going to fill in here. Oh, use that? Okay, I've done that before. Is it working? Is it working, Thorpe, or I use this one? Okay, all right. All right, halfway through, they may have me switch again, so good morning. Is this one working? All right. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Flint. My name is Kathy Frazee, and I'll be your worship associate this morning. If you're new to us, I hope the following will help you learn more about the Unitarian Universalist faith. If you respect other people, even when they are different from you, this faith might be for you. If you have your own beliefs and truths, but respect what others believe, this faith might be for you. If you care for the interdependent web of life of which we are all a part, this faith might be for you. If you strive for peace, justice, and liberty for all in this world, this faith might be for you. If you value the democratic process and the right of conscience within our society, this faith might be for you. We hope that you will choose to explore the Unitarian Universalist faith with us. Our congregation welcomes you, whatever truth you hold, whatever gender you identify with, and whomever you love. If you would like more information about UUism or our congregation, please feel free to contact one of our ministers or our office, and that contact information is at uuflint.org. Our ministers are Reverend Lynn and Jerry Kerr, and they are currently on a month-long sabbatical and their vacation time, and will be back at the end of the month. One thing you'll find about our congregation is that each service is different, so please come back often. We would now like to light our chalice, so Reverend Pam, if you'd come up. We seek our place in the world and the answers to our heart's deep questions. As we seek, may our hearts be open to unexpected answers. May the light of our chalice remind us that this is a community of warmth, of wisdom, and welcoming of multiple truths. Thank you. All right, now if you'll join me in reciting our covenant here in the sanctuary and at home. Recognizing the richness of diversity, the beauty and wonder of shared worship, and the transforming power of love and service, we gather as a sacred, intentional community to freely seek knowledge and truth, to celebrate the fullness of life, and by our actions to increase goodness and justice. And our opening words this morning are from Mahatma Gandhi. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. This morning, I'd like to introduce our guest minister. She will be speaking with you a little bit later in the service. Today, we're happy to welcome Reverend Pam Reynolds right here. Reverend Pam is an ordained minister in spiritual humanism and comes to us from Davison Holistic Therapy. Her message today is energy healing for a wounded world. We look forward to hearing from you. And our reading today was originally shared from a former minister of this congregation, Reverend Lisa Friedman. Some of you probably remember her very fondly. This reading is titled Anyway, and it's from a writing compiled by Lucinda Varday called Mother Teresa, A Simple Path. People are unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help, but may attack you if you help them. Help people anyway. Give the world the best you've got, and you'll get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you've got anyway. Reverend Friedman noted the following when she shared the reading in the church newsletter. I cannot speak for why these simple, straightforward words struck a chord for others, but for my part, I know I need the reminder that life is filled with choices, and no matter how frustrating or perplexing or hurtful or maddening our world can be, no one can take away from my basic right to respond to the world with the best that I can muster from within me. May we continue to set our dreams and ideals high and to keep our actions aimed toward basic goodness. So, may we discover that despite everything, life is still worth living anyway. Switch.
Good morning. If you would like to stand, please do. We're going to sing Come, Come, Whoever You Are. It's a song that I really love because it's very welcoming, and you are all welcome here today. So let's all join together with strong voices and sing your heart out. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of living, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of living, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Thank you so much. That was lovely singing. You may be seated.
Appreciate that. Is that a good distance? Pretty good? Okay. Got to be flexible, right? It's now our time for meditation, and following this reading, we will have silence for 90 seconds. That silence will be followed by soft music and candle lighting. You are invited to light a candle here in the front or at the side of the sanctuary for any joys or concerns you may have. If you wish, you may share your joy or concern by writing it on one of the two books over on the side. And our meditation words this morning are called the Peace of Wild Things. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free.
Good morning. I'm happy to see you all here, and I feel in the energies that you want to help make the changes that are needed to help our world to heal. First, we need to remember that literally everything is made of pure energy. Granted, it ranges from low and slow vibrations to very high vibration, bordering on the speed of light. Nothing is truly solid. It's only vibrating at a lower level. Second, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Everyone's been looking for people that will help us resolve the issues, bring equality, bring peace, bring caring and consideration. Spirits in this third dimensional reality are the souls that are meant to finally change things for the greatest good. We need to remember who we are and why we agreed to be present in this moment. We agreed to be part of this huge evolutionary change before we were born. It's time to do what we came here for. Finally, we all have gifts within ourselves to not only break generational karmic chains, but to truly step forward into being the change this world needs. I already hear the question in your mind. How do we do that? How can I make a difference? The answer is actually quite simple. Be the change you want to see. People will tell you that it's selfish to focus on changing and healing yourself. These people are afraid of change. They're afraid of the unknown. Many focus on making external changes and then wonder why they don't bring the desired results. In truth, making the changes that you need to make in yourself changes the energy that others pick up from you. This in turn helps them to change, and the energy raises their vibrations. The higher the vibration, the more peace, the more acceptance, the more love there is on the earth. Be the infectious positive vibration that ripples through your home, your job, your neighborhood, your county, your state, your world. This is how we heal ourselves, our family, and our world. When we have all raised our energetic vibrations, the earth will adjust and will heal as well. It starts with you. We need to understand that it's not selfish to heal ourselves. By doing so, we have an energetic impact on everything and everyone around us. Our mistaken ideas of having to involve a large group of people into a perceived solution is a big reason these situations don't change. Working on our healing and raising our own vibration actually affects so much more than just ourselves. The results are often subtle and not immediately noticeable. But by working on improving and healing ourselves, by living as our authentic self with no apologies, while showing love, consideration, and kindness to others, we raise the energetic vibrations around us. This helps to raise the vibration of others around us. Often, it helps to remember that when we are being authentic and allowing our light to shine, most of the time, those who have no self-love will try to dim our light. They try to drag down our energetic vibration by bullying, name-calling, and hate speech. They're jealous of your happiness, joy, and love, and want to pull you down. Deep down, their soul is trying to communicate the need to raise vibrations and to connect with others of higher vibration. Fear keeps them stuck in low vibrations, and they envy you feeling free to be yourself. They have given their power away to those who are dictating, conforming to a norm that's anything but normal. Their souls are calling out for help, but the mind and ego refuse to accept any help. They are out of touch with their true selves. The key to healing ourselves is to connect to our soul and our intuition and allow our actions to be energetically guided. If it doesn't feel right for you, then don't do it. Our entire life here is meant to allow our soul to experience emotions and situations and to grow from them. In today's world, we've lost that personal connection, that sharing of energies with another. Our souls are craving a personal connection to others. That sharing of energies with another is what keeps our spark alive. We're conditioned to not show weakness, to stay strong, to hide our emotions. This isn't our natural state. We're conditioned to be what others feel we should be. It takes more strength, belief, and faith to allow ourselves to feel our emotions, to show our need for contact, and to actually live our lives than it does to bury and hide those natural responses to situations we face. We need to rebel against these social norms and get back to feeding our soul with the experiences and energies that they need to be strong, caring, and connected. If everyone would agree to allow themselves to be who they are, so many of the troubles and conflicts we're dealing with right now would simply disappear. So how can you help change this? By being your true self, authentic and real. You may not be able to touch everyone that you feel drawn to help, but you can hold love and well wishes for them in your heart. Send up a little prayer for them, especially for those who hurt you. By doing so, you are changing the energy of the situation and thereby putting out more calm, accepting energy. I'm asked about energy healing all the time. The spiritual practices of Reiki, craniosacral, sound healing, meditation, polarity, and more are all energy healing techniques that focus on healing the individual from slightly different angles. Many religions have their own versions of these practices. Prayer circles and prayer chains, as well as faith healing and laying on of hands are common examples. All of them deal with directing energies with a specific intention for healing or help to be sent to a particular individual or situation. When you walk up to someone who's having a difficult time and you place your hand on their shoulder, your intention to show them that you understand, that you want them to feel better, to show support for their hardship, is a form of energy healing. We all have the ability to do that. Let's do a little energy exercise. I want you all to hold your hands up in front of you and look at your hands. So put them where you can see them and look at your hands. Now, what I want you to do is look just beyond your hands. Let your eyes focus, soften just a little bit. Most of you should see a slight shimmer around your hands and fingers. That shimmer is your aura. It's your energy that is being sent out into the world. We can work with this energy in many ways. Take your hands, and we'll even do this a fun way. What we're going to do is a clap, and then we're going to rub our hands together. So, just one quick clap and rub your hands together. As you do this, focus on the feeling in your palms. You'll start to feel not only warmth, but a tingling. And soon, your hands are going to be harder to keep together. Just go ahead, allow those palms to drift apart a little bit, but keep moving the hands. This is energy. What you're feeling between your hands is energy. Keep forming that energy into a ball in your hands. Go ahead and let it round out. And once you can feel it really well between your palms, what I want you to do is set an intention. So while you're rubbing this, just go ahead and decide for yourself what you want that energy to do. Do you want it to heal? Do you want it to provide understanding? Do you want it to simply send love? Once you've decided on that, place it in one hand and lightly blow it off your palm. That is sending that energy, that intention out into the world. Now, if you're directing this towards an individual, someone maybe that you're trying to help, you can do the same thing, but instead of blowing it off your hand, you can actually take it and throw it directly at that person. That will get the energy to them. You can also do it to yourself. You can throw that energy right at yourself. Or you can take your hands and place them, for example, on the crown of your head or on your heart or in any spot of pain to help direct energies to helping heal that pain, to remove that pain. Now, one other thing we can do with that. Right now, the earth needs healing. It will heal itself once we have the energies right. But in the meantime, you can take an energy ball and drop it down to the earth, sending good healing energies directly into the earth. Now, what I'd like you to do is grab hands with the person on either side of you. And I'd like you to focus. Now, focus on the feeling of the energy flowing from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And when it reaches the end of that line, it's going to go back the other way. We are all connected by the energies and always have been. Focus on sending supportive energy to the person on your right. Now, shift direction on that and send the healing energy to the person to your left. How many of you can feel a little tingle, a little warmth, a little tickle, or even just out and out a direct flow of energy going through your hands? This is how we heal the world. And be sure to practice this. By doing this and directing it to yourself, you can heal yourself. And by healing yourself, that changes the light, changes the energy vibration that others pick up from you. And when your vibration is higher, everyone else's vibration will be higher. This is exactly how we change the world. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, thank you.
So, we're gonna sing this song. If you're willing to stand or able to stand, let's all stand together. We're gonna sing "From You I Receive, to You I Give." From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. I think that kind of sums up what you were saying. Exactly. Thank you so much. Please be seated.
Harold just asked me if we could have a talk back today, so just wondering if we could do that after the service so everyone knows. Sometimes we stay for a few minutes for discussion and questions, so if you don't mind. All right. It's now our time for generosity. We affirm the goodness of this world, share our joy for life, and stand on the side of love. We also share our time, talent, and treasure to continue being a loving presence in this community. We invite you to join us as we take the collection by placing your offering in the basket at the back of the church as you leave, or by a donation at uuflint.org. And today is second Sunday. Sorry to go from one to the other. On the second Sunday of the month, we take an extra collection to support programs and causes that we have decided on together. Today's collection is for the Michigan Unitarian Social Justice Network. The mission of this network is to foster the worth and dignity of people by promoting social justice. They provide organizing help and push forward legislation that is needed here in our state for the following priority issues: get out the vote, women's and reproductive justice, LGBTQ issues, economic justice, challenging racism, and environmental justice. If you'd like to make a donation for the second Sunday, there's a basket marked with that at the back of the church, or you can also do that at uuflint.org. If you do write a check, you can just write it to UUCF and put second Sunday in the memo line, and we'll know what that money goes for. I think we're now ready to extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Today's closing words are credited to Sister Simone Campbell. If you walk towards community, we become deeply aware that we're in this together, that we are not separate, that there is no real discernible difference when you get right down to it. We may have different stories to tell, but it's the same hunger, the same desire, the same passion to make a difference in our world, to care for our family, to be who we are called to be.